green light running. Did it by myself, hoping team might come in. Started seeing red, so the green might come in. They was talking trauma, they ain't seen quite nothing. What you know about foster homes with your brother? You ain't living at your mommy house. What you know about cops at the door, guns drawn, and they trying to call your daddy out? I done seen it all. Taken from my mama. Now I'm finna ball. Better come with commas. I done seen it all. I done felt the trauma. Taken from my mama. Now I'm taking commas. Think we the same and that be offending me. Ain't losing friends, but I did lose some frenemies. I'm powered up, no more taking my energy. Stabbed in the back, now I don't have no sympathy. I need a girl, I'm suppressing the pimping me. Got out of line cause I ain't good with symmetry. Versus this dope, I'ma slang them like Tennessee. I made a million, I did it with dignity. Look, I made a million, I did it with morals. Rollies on wrist, now my wrist getting spoiled. Grill on my teeth was aluminum foil. Packs of ramen was letting them boil. Socks hella dirty, white tee got a stain. You was Saucony, the fake is a chain. I ain't had with my in my name. We ain't the same. I done seen it all. Taken from my mama. Now I'm finna ball. Better come with commas. I done seen it all. I done felt the trauma. Taken from my mama. Now I'm taking commas. I done seen it all. Taken from my mama. Now I'm finna ball. Better come with commas. I done seen it all.
Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? Happy Saturday. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. I hope what's happening in the Scotland game? Do we need to know? I don't think we do we? It's going to be one of those where it's probably best if we don't know. I think if we just leave it ticking away in the background without us having to worry. I think it's probably all fine. Yeah. What is fine, and I'll tell you what is fine. What is fine is currently where Darlo is at, right? Because in our save last night, we won 7 in a row. 7! Not even in a season, like in a row. We were 7 wins in a row. And then we lost to Scunthorpe on penalties in the FA Trophy, which I was a little bit miffed at, but it was 0-0, and it was like, fine, that's all right, we can focus on the league. So really, what we need to do now then is we need to just keep focusing on the league, and we're in the middle of December. The January transfer window is upon us. I mean, not that we have a transfer window we can roll through, but let's go and see, shall we? Because I'm going to tell you now, we're only 6 points off the top. And 6 points is a lot of points, I'll be honest with you, right? 6 points is a lot of points. As you can see there, Chester are sat on 46 points. They've played 21, they've won 14, they've drawn 4, they've lost 3. They have a goal difference of plus 17. We have played 21, won 12, drawn 4, lost 5. Goal difference of 20. 40 points. South Shields, 13 wins, 6 draws, 2 defeats, 21 goal difference, 45 points. Scotland are 3-0 down. Greece pulled 2 goals back with 20 minutes to go. Cracking game. So, oh dear. I mean, it's just Scotland being Scotland, innit? And it's like, do you know what? Maybe we don't need to go to a World Cup. Maybe it's that. Like, is it the wrong time to go to America? Probably. Let's just not bother for another year. Like, let's just leave it for now. And just doesn't really. Let's not really concern ourselves with those sorts of things. Yeah. So yeah. Let's. Oh dear. This is what happens, though. This is what happens when the fact that we obviously have to, qualify against actual nations, rather than we can't all just play Lapland every year constantly. I've already seen the things of, Tuchel's cooking. He's got 7 wins out of 7. He's not conceded a goal yet, and it's like, yeah, well done for playing Micronesia 3 times, and a couple of school teams. Great. Good work. But yeah, Scotland, we don't need World Cups. We don't need a World Cup to have a good time. We can have a good time at home. Yeah. So we'll watch it on the telly. That'll be fine. That'll be fine, I think. But happy Saturday, everyone, by the way. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's well. Rocket Dan's in. Crazy Brit's here. Dan says 7 games in a row. Game's gone. I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. FM26 is broke. George is here. Harrison Carroll's in. Keep coming fourth in the National League. I mean, that could be something foreshadowing for us, to be honest, Harrison. Fourth could be the one. Scotland on the comeback. So hang on. Is it 3-2 then? Or is it 3-0? Aren't Denmark getting beat? Scotland a joint top. Hang on. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Explain this to me like I'm 5. What's actually happening? 3-2? I love the World Cup. I've always loved the World Cup. Let us be part of the World Cup. Come on, Scotland. Now's the time to go to America. The best time. There's never been a better time to go to America. Forget what I said 3 seconds ago. That was all nonsense. Yeah, we can't all play Micronesia every week. Don't need to. Keep your stupid Micronesia. England, right? Doesn't matter. We're playing proper nations. And we're grinding our way towards the World Cup. We're second but joint on points with Denmark as it stands. Let's have a fight in the North Sea. That's how we'll settle it. Scotland versus Denmark. Clip it all. Make it a bit. This is it. Right. I want to see Nicholas Bentner versus Kenny Miller in the North Sea. Winner takes all. That's what I want. Scotland have just missed a sitter. Of course they have 33. Of course they have. It's purely for drama purposes. And also because we're not very good. But I think this is probably, I mean, this for me as a Scotland fan, this is the World Cup you want to be part of. Not the last one, the dodgy one, but this is the one. And if anybody can find any piece of internet that says that I didn't want to be at this World Cup, then I will suggest that's been done by AI. Okay? I've seen so many people complain about the console version, but I'm loving it. Scott, this is what we need. Well done. Well done, Scott. Finding something positive about the game. I like it. It's good. Nicholas Bentner, probably too busy doing coke and getting jailed. Gravison, maybe. I'm not fighting Gravison. No chance. No chance is anybody fighting Gravison. That man would scare people in the UFC. Thomas Gravison. Bring the positivity. Bring it. Bring it. Bring the positivity. Like Scotland in a World Cup qualifier, which, of course, as we know, will be the greatest result of all time when we beat Greece, or even draw against Greece and get enough points to go to the World Cup, and we can all celebrate the best World Cup that there's ever been. I think. I mean, USA 94, one of my favourite World Cups. Let's do it again. USA 26, 25, whatever, whenever it's going to be. Not even checked the calendar yet. It's going to be the best World Cup. Best World Cup ever. Great bunch of guys. 24 hours into FM26, says Fraser, and I'm enjoying it. It's odd in places, but I'm enjoying it. That, Fraser, is how you explain Football Manager 26. It's odd, but it can be enjoyed. It can be enjoyed. And yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you used my code as well, by the way. That was very, very kind indeed. If anybody does want to use a code, feel free to do so. You're more than welcome. Obviously, if you've already got it by now, you've probably already got it. But if not, in you go. In you go. Go and get yourself a... I think the discount... I presume the discount still works. And we still get a little kickback as well for supporting the channel, so that's good. We're playing Kings Lynn now. This is the most important bit. Let's get back on track. We're taking on Kings Lynn, and Kings Lynn are 5th, so this is going to be a big match. The discount did work. Love it, Fraser. Appreciate you using it. Thank you very much for the support. Calispira Jason, how are you, my friend? Hope you're good. Ben does FM. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Hope your Saturday's treating you good. Kings Lynn, that famously northern town. I know, it's nonsense, isn't it? Like how Kings Lynn seem to get in. Peterborough Sports get in. I'm expecting Truro being in the National League North next year. Like, Kings Lynn's such a weird place to get to, and such a weird place when you get there as well. There's a gig in Kings Lynn, right? And it's and it's ran by one of the big agencies, and I like it as a gig. I like it, okay? Like, it can be a bit weird, it can be a bit backward, right? And it can be a bit daft, so I quite like it, okay? But it's a long way to go. The money's not brilliant, but you can have a bit of fun when you get there, right? Now, the thing is, okay, with this gig, is that every comic on the circuit knew that when you turned up, you'd go into the crowd, you'd look around, and you'd just go, I reckon everyone's racist here, right? And you'd say it on stage, and it'd be like, are you all a bit racist? And then the whole place would be like, yeah! And it's like, oh, God, right? It's, okay, fine. But they're nice with it, okay? But they are just clearly, a little bit, right? And this became a running joke on the circuit, okay, about this gig, that every single comic would go there, particularly the compares who would obviously start the show, right? Would have to address it straight away, because it's one of those things you've got to address as the compare, the fact that the room has an undertone and an undercurrent and a feeling and a vibe, right? But it became that much of a running joke throughout the comedy circuit that the emails currently for when people are getting booked into this gig is saying, availability required for this gig in Kings Lynn. Please do not mention the fact that the audience are probably a bit racist. It's like the word has obviously got back from someone in the audience, maybe going like, every month the comedians seem to reckon we're a bit racist, and just putting it out there. And I don't know whether it's because they've not wanted it addressed, or whether they have bit like, you keep using the words a little bit. Could you maybe use the word lots? I don't know, but I've not played it for a good few years. But like I say, it takes so long to get to, and it's fun when you're there. But yeah, just a strange gig. Hereford as well, by the way. That's a fun gig, Hereford. That is a fun gig. Love that. Up the Mariners, if you go up, Tony, please tell the board to put a roof over the away end. I will do. Did you get a bit wet today? Is that what happened? Did you go? It's a little bit rainy around here, isn't it, at the minute? McTominay off the line, so close. Should try Great Yarmouth. I went to Great Yarmouth for, I've not done a show there. I've not done a show there, Rougeau, but we were down on holiday a couple of years ago down that neck of the woods. And do you know what? There's a cracking little board game cafe in Yarmouth that I was like, we could put a gig on here, like, and it's a long way to go for doing that. But me and Mrs. J, we did talk about it. We were like, you know what, we could do something there, because we spoke to the people that ran it, and they were like sort of keen to do some bits and pieces, and I was like, we could do this, and they were like, yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. But yeah, we were never really able to follow up on it. But it's a nice little space, isn't it? It's a cool little space. So it would be fun. And I don't think it would be financially viable for me to do it all the time without bookending something else down there as well. But it would be pretty decent. It could be fun. It'd work well as a one-off. Yeah, I think like just for something a little bit different, like a little sort of geeky, nerdy night or something. Like a little work in progress or something that's not quite straight stand-up, if that makes sense. Maybe some alt stuff would work quite well in there, improv. FM The Dugout over on YouTube. I was going to ask how you're finding FM26. Buzzing you picked Darlo. Hope he can rise up the leagues. Maybe as far as the Premier League. Maybe as far as we can get there. At the minute, we're hoping to work out to get to the National League. That's what we're hoping for. But at the minute, we're having fun. We're having fun on FM26. We're one of the few people in the world who is, I think. I've been watching the streams. I've watched every Darlo stream you've done. If you're third in the league come Christmas, in real life, I'd be buzzing since we're 12th. Well, this is the thing. But who knows where it's going to happen. We might end up 14th by the end of the stream, so who knows. Football Manager's weird and wonderful, and I'm not very good at it, so we will just see what happens. Mrs. J, you've mixed up places. The board game place was where we went to the food festival. Wasn't that Kings Lynn? No. The board game place was, and I'm no longer in their Discord now. That's the thing. I probably should have been able to tell that. The board game place, I think that's, maybe it's not in Yarmouth. Maybe one of the other places around there. Did we have the food festival? Might have been. You might be right, actually, Mr. J. But it was cool, though. It was a cool little venue. It wasn't, I want to say something with B. It wasn't Bogner. It would have, board games seems to be too advanced for Yarmouth. I wonder where we went. What was it called? Do you remember? It wasn't King's Lynn. We didn't go to King's Lynn. We went to... Where did we go to? We went to... Was it the Vault? No, it wasn't the Vault. It was something like... Denmark have equalised. Whoa, oh, what? That sounds like they're gonna go up now. Red card Greece. Who to? Please be a goalkeeper, or at least someone incredibly important. Is it Job Bellingham that's been red carded? That's what we need to find out. Where was this board game place that we went to? Where did I even go? I thought it was Great Yarmouth, but it might not be. Mrs. J has thrown a spanner in the works. Bakastatisas has gone off. The captain's got the red card. Bury St Edmunds. Do you know what? I thought it was a B. Bury St Edmunds. Let me... Shuffleboard. That's what it was called. The Shuffleboard game shop. It was cool. The Shuffleboard game cafe. It was a cool little place. Yeah, Rougeau, I'm gonna have to move you, I'm afraid, from Great Yarmouth to the Shuffle Cafe in Bury St Edmunds. The dude is in the picture at the front. We actually met him. We had a chat with him. He was lovely. Yeah. Right, everyone, we're off to Bury St Edmunds. We're gonna run a comedy gig there. We'll have to remind them, but it'll be fine. I'll put the Shuffle place on my list for a visit. You should do. You should. They were very, very nice. They had decent coffee in there as well. And if you go this time, Rougeau, there won't be two incredibly excitable young children jumping around. They would be my children. Come to Lowestoft. You know what? We'll do a tour of East Anglian comedy event of East Anglian towns, and turn it into a comedy tour. That's what it is. As I said, come for the Football Manager. Stay for reviews of small British towns people have forgotten about. Thank you, Fraser. That's exactly what we are doing. This is exactly what we're doing around here. It's literally it's so Alan Partridge. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Is it Bury St Edmunds? Might as well come to Colchester. I've been to Colchester. We did one of our tour shows. In fact, it might have been one of the first tour shows we did for the Football Manager Ruin My Life show, and we did it at Colchester Arts Centre, and it was class, absolutely class. The people who run the venue, they said to us, basically what happens is, like, we've got a group of people that just show up to everything that's put on, irrespective of what it is. So we've had people going, we don't know what this Football Manager thing is, this guy's going to be on about, but we'll just turn up anyway. And that was class. And we sold like a whole bunch of tickets as well, and then the venue sold a whole bunch of tickets. And there was somebody who was in the room in the gig, and he was originally from Blythe, so he got his son, he's like an older boy, he got his son to bring original newspaper clippings. I've definitely told this story on stream before. Brought original newspaper clippings and programmes from the 1970 FA Cup tie against Cardiff, and we had a chat afterwards, after the show. He hung about and he waved for me. He says, I don't understand your Football Manager thing. He says, but you're talking about Blythe Spartans, so I brought all this stuff here. And he had like this bag full of like really, really interesting sort of newspaper memorabilia. And he says, look, it sounds like you're into the football team, so you might as well have these, because my family aren't interested in them. And I was like, that's amazing, like genuinely incredible, a wonderful gesture. So I've got those in safekeepings. So I was like, very, very kind, very kind. The only thing I did find weird with Colchester, though, was there was nowhere to stay. Literally every hotel. Do you remember Mrs. J when we tried to book it? Mrs. J books all the accommodation because like she fucking loves that, right? And we just couldn't find a hotel close by to stay in, and it was like it was something stupid like a Monday or a Tuesday or something, or maybe a Thursday. So it's not like there was anything in the way, but yeah, couldn't find it. And ended up in this like weird little B&B somewhere, which again narrow it down in Colchester. Yeah. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. If I'd known back then, I probably would have come along. Yeah, I mean, there's a load of like cool venues we did where I'm thinking like, you know, had we done it again or had we done it differently, we could have had like some amazing turnouts. Like we had nights in the night in Belfast was class, really really good. Like the Black Box, seats like 150 I think, and it's just a black box art space. And it was rocking that night. Really, really good show. Really good show. And then ended up being like taken across the road to like another pub by like a whole bunch of the people that were there, and like chatting to some dudes who were like into FPL and stuff, and just really, really mint. Like I still keep in touch with them now. It's like that's like a really cool night. Belfast. Oh. Big header from Jesse Nelson just over the bar. Doug says he's been to Lowestoft a few times. Nice area, good for holidays. That's the thing, it's the tourist trap, isn't it? Lowestoft, everyone goes there for summer holiday. Yeah, we've done Norfolk a couple of times now, so I think we've done Norfolk now. I think we've completed it. Seen all the sites. Oh, come on, John Scott. You've got to get your head on that one. Town centre ones are a bit few and far between. What, hotels? Yeah, it seems like it, yeah. Suffolk. Where did I say, Dan? See, I always get Suffolk and Surrey mixed up. And I know I shouldn't, because Surrey's like Brighton. I keep forgetting that it's Suffolk, isn't it? Have I called it East Anglia instead of Suffolk? That might be it. Finally find a save I'm happy with, says it's Hypo Union Brescia. Scotland are depressing. They are, the Arsenal. They are. Why do you think I follow them? Imagine finding some element of joy in my life with football, apart from something obviously. Lowestoft is Suffolk. I stand corrected on my geography. Okay. I mean, King's Lynn is where we currently are, and we need to be a bit better. I don't understand why the bug keeps going where the referee has to keep blowing his whistle after we've all gone off the pitch. He blows the whistle again just to remind everyone. Just so you know, lads, it's half time. I know you've all left, right? None of you are even on the pitch anymore, but just blow the whistle again. That's half time, just in case there was any confusion about this. Yeah, definitely half time. Okay. Let's maybe. I mean, do we stick with the counter-attacking style, or do we maybe go a bit more? Let's try and get the ball out of the wings and maybe try and be a bit more aggressive, shall we? He's testing the whistle to make sure it still works. I mean, we barely even needed the whistle, didn't we? In that first half, so let's see what happens. So Kiro's come on. Replace Cedric Main. We're going to try and get the ball out to the wings. See if that's going to help us, but I reckon we might have to go narrow rather than wings. We might even need to go 3 up top as well. Let's just see. 6 minutes in the second half. Hadley, Lennon. Good cross. Kiro at the back post. That's why we brought him on. He's not quite a super sub, but the last couple of times he's made an impact, hasn't he? When he's come off the bench. Great ball by Lennon. Lennon needs to start producing as well. He's got far too much talent to be as inconsistent as he is. Maybe we're not Maybe we're not using them as productively, as effectively as we need to. But that's a good ball in. Great header as well. Let's see if Mask will come off now for Jack Mortimer, maybe. Give him a few more minutes. Let's do that, put him on. It's defence where we need to start strengthening, I think. We need to get some fresh players in defence, particularly at full-back. Headley's not really being challenged for his starting spot, per se. Centre-backs are kind of alright. Oh, there we go. See, Headley's giving the ball away there. Literally as I'm talking about him. Land with the ball in. I mean, look, literally, I called it, didn't I? I said he's not being challenged. He gives the ball away, and then that's us. That's us conceded. And I think we also have to bring off Barrow as well. We're never getting to another World Cup. I don't think so. Arsenal, no. I think we just decide that, you know what, it's not really for us, right? It's just another thing we don't have to get involved with. Go route one. Let's see if we can get an extra body up top. See if we can. Let's put Lennon there. Centre forward, target forward still. I vote we leave Che Adams in Greece and never speak of him again. I mean, look, the thing is, the Arsenal, right? If we're getting to the point where we're relying on Che Adams as our striker, we don't deserve to be going to World Cups. You know, it's like, that's the problem, isn't it? You know, no other nations are picking Che Adams, obviously. But we just, again, just, you know, we know what it is. We lack quality. We lack like an aggressive formation. We lack a manager who's going to push on, take some risks. We play for a defeat all the time, don't we? And sometimes if we can snatch a draw, we're happy. And then we just get to the point where it's like, so close, so close, so close. We just can't get the job done. And yeah, I guess that's where we are with it, really. It's sad, it's a shame, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Who knows? Who knows what happens next? Always the problem, no goals in the team. Hasn't been for years. When McTominay is your biggest goal threat, you're not going to have much joy. I mean, that's... The thing is, well, that's like a little bit... And I know it's not meant to be disingenuous to McTominay, but... Because McTominay is a really, really good player. The problem is we haven't got a lot of players as good as McTominay, as good as McGinn. You know, like our good players are few and far between. You know, Lewis Ferguson... we haven't got a load of really, really talented players. What we've got is players playing in the Championship. You know, as players playing bottom end of the Premier League. Like not even the top end of the Championship. We've got players playing out in Italy who are doing really, really well, obviously. You know, like, you know, Ferguson, McTominay, Gilmore, Hickey's been out there. Who's the lad that's over at Verona, the fullback? Yeah, we're just... It is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, we know where we are. We know we're not gonna... It's a shame that we know where we are and we're never gonna really sort of like pull up any trees, but I think we'd all like to be in a position where we could. But yeah, it's tough when it's kind of like this is about as good as it's going to get. The good ones are getting older. There's no one coming through. Well, I mean that's a societal problem. That one ring king, isn't it? You know, we know the reasons why there's not young players coming through. The investment isn't there. You know, the interest isn't there. The opportunities aren't there. And if you're not giving those opportunities and putting the money in, then you're not going to get the players out. So, you know, if the top teams aren't fielding Scottish players in our own league, you know, and then obviously the good players are going to like, you know, down into England, but even players who are like half decent are leaving to go to England and just sitting on the bench and not really doing anything, like, rather than sort of having a couple of years in Scotland, learning, developing, and then moving. Like, they're going quick, which just don't blame them. There's more money to be had, there's more opportunities, but it just seems very much like the players look and go, well, what's the point of staying? We might as well go. Yeah, Lennon Miller's at Udinese. Yes, that's right. Leroy Loire, Norwegian here. I do enjoy your moaning. I mean, look, I don't quite know where we mean by that, Loire. I mean, look, Norway's got some absolute talent. I understand. I don't know whether you're sort of suggesting therefore that Norwegian players leave early to go to mainland Europe. Yes, 100% sounds like that. 100%. I agree with that. Norwegian players have always been. The thing is, Norwegian players have come with. They're incredibly highly rated over here. You know, we like a Norwegian player. We like a Scandinavian player. And when they come over, they tend to do well. They tend to do very well. You know, and. But yeah, and also, I mean, you know, your league is your league's doing fine. I mean, you know, Buddha Glimt are all right, aren't they? They're pretty good. And also, I think Norway have got a much better chance of making a World Cup. Maybe you've missed out as well. I mean, we did beat you, but we love Norway around here. Don't worry. Fun fact, Sørloth and Haaland will probably start for Norway at next year's World Cup. Both their dads played in the World Cup in '94. That is pretty cool, actually. Thinking of the last Euro qualifier against Scotland. Right, okay. I mean, look, winner takes all on Tuesday. Beat Denmark, you're there. Hampden should be bouncing. When you put it like that, that's the Scotland game, isn't it? Like, that's what we can do. We can turn up when the expectation's there, but then we also can't. Scotland will lose, probably Leviathan, probably. I think you're probably right. I think most people would expect that to be the case. Scotland would lose. Yeah, I absolutely think that's probably true. Had to rely on Belarus to give us a lifeline because we couldn't do it ourselves tonight. It's such a fucking Scotland thing to do, innit? And the worrying thing is, we sort of laugh about it, but we're also really sad that this is how it is. You've got to laugh or you cry. There's already been talk in the chat there about, are we doing a Scotland Builder Nation? Do you know what? We talked about it. Maybe that's what we do. When we finish this save here, maybe that's what we do instead of a journeyman. Maybe we do Scotland Builder Nation. Yeah. Maybe that's the one. Interested. Cole McGee's interested. Do we have to? Literally, you're right, Rugio. Do we have to? What Scottish club though? This is the problem, though, isn't it? Because you don't want to do the Scotland's cold and miserable, but so am I. Do we do? Because the question would be, well, we wouldn't do the Old Firm. We wouldn't do that. Aberdeen might have to be the team, and it's primarily because of retribution for what they did to us. St Mirren, maybe. I don't know. Don't know how far will FIFA have to extend the World Cup participation for Scotland to qualify. Listen, you would need to allow mythical nations to take part. Like, if Atlantis are considered, then we might just about get in. If Scotland can turn up Hampden on an emotional cauldron, they've got a chance. Yeah, true. It would be fun to see my country bottle it on Tuesday and Scotland goes through. Fair play, Leviathan. That would be quite funny, actually. The only good thing about the World Cup being in the US is not having the US almost miss out on qualifying. I read somewhere that San Marino can potentially qualify. Really? That'd be interesting. A lot of the best Scots talent goes at the English academies. This is the problem. This is the problem. Atlantis would absolutely qualify ahead of... They would. They absolutely would. We would lose in a playoff to Atlantis. Narnia beat Scotland in the playoffs. Mr. Tumnus with a brace from the bench. No. Get the extra database, do Build a Nation Scotland. I feel like we need the international teams in, don't we? Really. That's what we need to do. So, because then you'd need to be able to have Scotland trying to challenge for international qualification, never mind honours. Yeah. And we talked about it before. We talked about it loads. That's the problem. But sadly, it just makes us feel sad, doesn't it? The idea of building a nation Scotland. Just what on earth could we do? Where could we take them? Easter Island. I need to qualify for Scotland. Yeah, I think so. Like, do you know what? There's civilizations untouched by humanity that would stand a better chance of qualifying for a World Cup than Scotland. And we'd have to sit there and go, do you know what? I just don't know what else we have to do. I think, is it an infrastructure problem? We'd be saying the same things. Like, even Willie B, good to see you, pal. The other point I think we've got to consider as well, and apologies for real world football chat. The other thing we've got to consider is who takes the job. Like, who could we get to manage Scotland to actually make us challenge for anything or make us improve? Like, because I think David Moyes was the best option that was available, but obviously he's now at West Ham, and obviously he was at West Ham. No, he's Everton now, isn't he? Moyes would have been the best option, but even then, you would say that I should take the job, but you sort of did with the beta. I mean, look, hey, don't judge me on the beta. Judge me on all those other years of Football Manager where I'm also proving I'm not very good at this game. Yeah, don't just judge me on one thing. Okay? I've shown time and time again that I'm not cut out for football management. Okay? Bilbo Baggin, Monmouth, Scotland, always like Belarus, strange politically but great lads. Like, just you can't really get much more of a Scottish comment than that, can you? Look, Belarus, right? I know some of the things they say is a bit wild, but hey, decent lads, aren't they? They can get a bit leery. I reckon thing is, right? They're fine when they're not hanging out with their mates, right? If they're not on a night out with Russia, they're okay, right? Get them around your house, have a couple of tins, right? Play some FIFA on the PlayStation, they're alright, right? If Russia's out with them, then they're gonna be dicks, yeah? We know that. So just don't go out on a night when Russia's there. Just like, go, you know what? Nah, it's not worth it. Like, just, I'm going to stay in. I'm staying on their own. There's some laugh. Exactly. Exactly. I thought for a second he said Bilbo Baggins should be Scotland manager. There's no way we could tempt him from Gondor. Samwise Gamgee in there. Infrastructure problems. Sounds like an LMA problem to me. Yeah. Absolutely, Jason. Sounds like a Football Manager 26 problem. Willie, your shot about Jesse Nelson was inspired. I think he saved me a job. He's good, isn't he? Old Jesse Nelson is class. Gondor could reach the World Cup. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's just... It's quite sad, isn't it? It's quite worrying. There's nations that aren't even accredited to FIFA that will probably qualify for a World Cup ahead of Scotland. And we'll just put a brave face on every year and be like, yeah, it's fine, we weren't really that fussed anyway. You know, like, at least the Qatar one we could say, like, you know, oh, it's, you know, too hot for us, we didn't, no, there's no beer, we didn't want to go for that one. Politically, it wasn't a good idea for us to go. You know, again, I suppose you can probably say the same again with America. It's the hope that kills you. I don't even think we have any hope anymore now. That's the problem. Actually, no, we do. We do. And the thing is, when we get there, we have a great time. Yeah? We have a great time. We know we're not going to do anything. We have a great time. And everyone's like, hey, those Scotland lads are alright. And then, what a stupid penalty to give away. One does not simply walk into the World Cup. Hobbits could score from a corner against Leeds. Probably. Right, okay. This is not what we want, is it? Let's get some passing on the go, shall we? Let's change this up a bit. The Marshall Islands have got a bigger chance, and they've got Zealand as a goalkeeper. Yeah, this is the problem. Micronesia would definitely do us. Looks at Norway, they've got a cave troll. I mean, look, we could do with a couple of cave trolls. Oh no. Oh, good save. Shooter McGavin for next Scottish manager. I reckon we just get Supergran in. Supergran, the Loch Ness Monster, and Russ Abbott when he did See You Jimmy. That's the trio. Evening, Chris. How are you, pal? Good to see you. Oh, over the top. We got cocky, Chris. We went 7 matches unbeaten last night. We've lost 1, and we're now on the potentially about to lose 2 in a row. This is a local derby against Scarborough. Can't be doing that. Where did I get my goalkeeper on loan from in the end? I think it was something like Preston. We'll have a check though. YT James, we'll have a check from Mr. Leach over here. Our Willie as ball boy. Get the crankies in. Groundskeeper Willie in midfield. Absolutely. Get Grado from the wrestling. Kevin Bridges can be in. Fuck it. Get Deacon Blue in. This has took a turn. It was always on the precipice, Dan. It could have gone anywhere. Frankie Ball doing all the press conferences. At least it'll be entertaining, will he? Drew McIntyre and Joe Hendry from the wrestling. Rowdy Roddy Piper. You know, even the fact that Rowdy Roddy Piper is dead, we'd still have a bit more movement up front, I reckon. Both Proclaimers at centre back. No. Get the Proclaimers at full back. They're going to march up and down 500 miles each of them, up and down, all night. That's what we need. Mrs. J believes in Joe Henry. I'm glad someone does, Mrs. J. It seems that lots of people believe in Joe Henry. Get the blokes off the front of the Scottish porridge taking long throws. Yes, that's it. Yeah, just essentially just two generic Highland games. Get Shrek in. You know what I mean? He's Scottish, I think. Get him involved. You're saying his names too many times, waiting for him to pop up in the chat. How's that gone in? Oh, come on. The worrying thing is we probably could make Joe Henry appear. If Scotland do get the World Cup, they can send a letter back from America. I like that. Good work, Magic Ped. Good work. Yeah, this is... Right, we have a concern. We have an issue here. (2-0) is not... It's not working, is it? I mean, we looked fine for a little bit. Fat bastard in nets. Oh yeah, good shout, actually. Over the top. The United City's in here. Hello, welcome. Kev, have you got any Scottish heritage? We need some players, mate. Welcome in, by the way. If it were to randomly appear, I fear Mr. Henry might be slightly confused as to where he is or what's going on. Evening, everyone. Look, Kev, he won't be the only one that's confused by turning up in this stream. So, a pleasure to see, though, my friend. Hope you're well. Welcome in. We will, of course, shout Kev out there. So, if you've not followed Kev, make sure you go and drop him a follow. One of my favourite streamers, and therefore will probably end up being one of your favourite streamers. Must be desperate if you can get a game. Kev, you've seen Scotland, right? I'm getting a game. I'm taking penalties at this point. Speaking of goalkeepers, why are we playing a 42-year-old? Are we? We're not playing a 42-year-old, are we? Oh, Scotland are. Scotland are. Again, this is the problem. Even, like, Craig Gordon is still the best goalkeeper we've got. And he's retired twice. First job, Mr. Henry, dispose of this dead cat. Do not fuck it. Don't. Why would you think that's the first thing to do, Joe? Stop it. Fingers crossed Scotland could dampen the mood tonight after finally getting to see Andrew Tete make his real-life debut. Is that true? Is that true, Jason? Did he make his debut? Because if that is true, then in one sense I'm quite proud. He did indeed. Is he as good as we believe he is? He's the man for the back post constantly, isn't he? And that's not a euphemism, by the way. Oh, he's how do you describe Andrew Teddy? Well, he's one of those that hangs around the back post, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Welcome in, new people. Welcome everybody. I mean, this is bragging rights for Scarborough, innit? And it's very rare that Scarborough has any bragging rights about anything. 3-0. We've been absolutely hammered. Absolutely hammered. This is concerning. Team Jameson are well. They are well. They're very well, Kev, thank you. Very well indeed. Did Jesse Nelson have any Scottish heritage? I believe he is, yes. I believe he is. He owns all the back catalogue of Travis. So that should be fine. And he drank Iron Brew once. So that's probably enough, innit? Oh, Maskell heads it wide. I reckon if you've been to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival at one time, you're probably Scottish enough now as well. If you've been there for more than 24 hours, let's just say, okay, that's fine. Wasn't Jesse Nelson in Little Mix? Apparently so. Everyone seems to suggest this. I mean, I wouldn't know. Obviously, I wouldn't know. But yeah, apparently so. If you've heard someone play bagpipes, that counts. That does count. Have you eaten your shortbread? Get your boots on. This is the thing, yeah. Have you ever watched Train Spotting? Yeah, there you go. In you go. Why Callum had a bagpipes tutorial in his stream earlier this week. It was epic until he put them on the bagpipes playlist. I love bagpipes. Mrs. J hates bagpipes. She thinks they're awful. I think she's wrong. I love Tunnock's Marshmallows. Does that qualify me as Scottish? I've also drank Iron Brew once. Yeah. If you've ever sung Old Lang Syne, if you're an alcoholic, right? Okay, you can probably get in there. Have you been to Loch Ness? I mean, to be fair, this is now getting borderline racist. But incredibly accurate as well. That's the problem. My dad used to refer to the bagpipes as the devil's music. The devil's music? Oof. I mean, that feels harsh, doesn't it? Surely the devil would have better taste than bagpipes. He's better, not a world beater, faster than I thought. Strong but low on the one-on-ones, finishing so far. Okay, I mean, look, hey, Andrews Tete sounds like he's doing well, and it sounds like we knew, yeah. So we were ahead of the curve on that one. We've gone a bit King's Lynn, and do you know what? We wouldn't like the King in Scotland. That's the thing. So it's interesting, that, isn't it? Malek Cadogan. I need a couple of extra bits. I need some fresh legs, some fresh ideas in the team. That's what I need. Seb Thompson. He might be. What are the scouts saying? Excellent addition. Doesn't like big matches. Fairly inconsistent and fairly poor. But A-star recommended. I mean, that's not brilliant, is it? Saying he hates playing football, but hey, it's worth a look. With that kind of scout report, what's not to like? Joseph Johnson, right wing back and left wing back. Formerly of Hull, formerly of Huddersfield. Dean Rance, 34. We know he's quite expensive. I think we've had him on trial before, have we? Scunthorpe, 34 years old. Leadership and teamwork. I mean, he's got that in abundance. 34. For me, 34 feels like it's a little bit too old for us right now. Ben Midgley. I mean, thing is, I don't want to be offering too many people free transfers, because that's all going to be costing us cash, in it. Whereas getting players in on loan, ideally not paying anything, that's going to be much, much better, much more preferable for us. Let's see what these dudes are saying, though. Tyrone Williams, Fraser Harper, Ben Midgley. Okay. There's Tyrone Williams. I mean, he looks okay. He looks like he might be alright. Formerly Chesterfield, played 10 games last year in League 2. So he's probably going to want a lot of money, isn't he? If he's played League 2 football last year. And he's 31. Joseph Johnson plays all over the park. Didn't get a game at Hull. Didn't get a game at Chesterfield. But can play both sides. Potentially very, very quick. Potentially very determined. Could even be a bit of a leader, maybe. Work rate's high. Free kicks there. I mean, he could be a TJ player, you know. Joseph Johnson could be a TJ player. Ben Midgley. Again, he's maybe got a bit about him. Possibly good first touch, good dribbling. And then Fraser Harper, the lad who can sort of be the link-up. 12 to 20 for Flair. Off the ball, looks reasonable. Dribbling could be good. Might be quick, might not. Well, might have a little bit of slowness in him, possibly. Jumping reach between 9 and 17. I mean, that's a huge possibility. Variance. Jumping reach, either class or not really. Not really sure, to be honest. I haven't seen enough of them. That is a big leap. Literally, it's like you couldn't get a bigger leap than that. We've dropped to 4th now as well, by the way, which is not good. Although we are still in the playoffs, so that's important to remember. Darlington could lose Myers-Smith at the end of the season. We could. They're saying he's a centre-back. See, we've been playing him as a right-back. But he could be better as a centre-back, maybe. He's been extremely poor in the last few games. Probably because we're playing out of position, I'm guessing. Right. Well, I'll tell you what then. Let's try him at centre-back then, shall we? Let's switch him for Andy Myers. Switch him for Forbes. Let's put Headley back in at right back. Forbes on the bench. I know we've got Lees on the bench, but Forbes there. How is he wanted by Leamington? 6'4". He's on a bit of a decline at the minute. Smith 5'11", 7 for acceleration. Is not great, is it? Neither's Scott Barrow. There's not much pace in that defence. That could be concerning. That could be a bit of a concern. Also, as well, I'm wondering whether I have to drop back into a 4-2-3-1 just to kind of get a little bit. I feel by playing at a higher tempo, we're likely to lose the ball. Yeah. How do we work information out then about the team at the minute? What's our team analytics? Possession. No. I mean, look, we literally can't. Like, the thing is, the data hub isn't great this year, is it? So we can't really analyze what we're trying to find, unless that's because of the fact that our data analytic team aren't very good. Maybe, I'm not sure. So passes attempted are below average, so we need to be getting more passes in and around here. So maybe we slow the ball down a bit. Just realised that the best thing about FM26 is Scotland can't disappoint me in it. There is that. There is that. Okay, so let's see how we interpret this then. So we play well against teams who have a 4-3-3 in possession. Yeah? But we defend really badly against 4-3-3 out of possession. So we concede 18 clear-cut chances. So what we need to do is we need to find a way to combat that. So when a team's 4-3-3, presumably we need to then drop back into like a sort of 4-5-1 maybe, I think, and sort of smother the game a bit. Are we leaving too much open in the midfield? Is that how we interpret that? Anyone got any ideas of how we interpret these stats? Does that seem about right? Am I reading that correctly? So when we got a 4-2-3-1, we face. So when we use a 4-3-3 in possession, we haven't used that. Frequency 80.7%. We haven't used a 4-3-3 in possession. So is that us against that? So we create a chance every 95 minutes. Out of possession. Or is this that we... Oh, hang on. Or is this what we can't play against? We've never done this before. Someone explain this to me, by the way, because I'm confused here now, right? How am I meant to interpret this? Is this formations we've played against? Because we've never used a 4-3-3 wide. Certainly not for 33 times. Conceding a lot of goals at the end of the game. Oh, sorry, no, conceding, yeah. 76-90. Hang on, what's that? I'm as confused as you are. It seems to suggest you've used a tactic you haven't. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah. It's interpreting your formation as 4-3-3 because of my player roles. Really? I thought it was a 4-2-4. Oh, I'm even more confused now then. No wonder. Like, I don't get it then. So if I'm trying to understand this and trying to interpret how this works, so I don't know. I don't know how these two midfielders here and those two wingers and those two strikers can be a 3 and a 3. I'm confused. Don't try and understand it. It doesn't work. It just can't be. It can't, can it? It makes no sense. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to... Does your combined team put off the 4-3-3? No. 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 It makes them as a 4-2-4. I'm confused. Very confused. Maybe we drag a player back and we have it as a 4-5-1 possibly. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I really don't know. It confuses me, that's for certain. Because what I think we need to do is I think we need to slow the ball down, right? Slow the tempo down a bit. Yes, we can be direct. That's not a problem. Creative freedom. Maybe we need to be a bit more disciplined. Narrow. I wonder if when you first made the tactic, the initial formation was a 4-3-3. I don't remember Neurospasm. I think it might have been a 4-4-2. I think. Purely because of the fact that I think purely because of the fact that I wanted it to be I wanted to make a 4-4-2. I think really. Let's see what this tactics evaluation says. The team should not have a poacher while a centre forward is in use. Okay. So what should I be then? Should he be another centre forward? Channel forward, maybe. Does that now work? Okay, cool. Out of possession, no issues. Direct counter attack, 4-2-4 DM wide, 4-4-1-2 DM. Yeah. Either way, it seems to be bugged. Yeah, it's actually a bit broken, as people say. I'm a 2D classic man. The streams look fine. I don't think the match engine itself is particularly broken. I think it's the And there's just a couple of issues with certain bits of the way the game plays, but overall it's fine. It's fine overall. It's not quite how I would have it personally, but you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, like, let's just play it, see what happens, and then yeah, they're fixing bits and bobs as we go, so you got that to think about. Maybe Platt as a box to box isn't quite the play either. Hatfield as the playmaker, possibly. Your right back and right centre back are switched in and out of possession. Is that an intentional or by accident? That is an accident. That's an accident. Good spot. That might have been partly from what's just happened there. Don't try 4-2-4. Your CMs will be knackered, especially after playing Saturday and Tuesday. Always presume accident. Yeah, like changing like players is a bit odd, in it nowadays. That doesn't seem to work. Happens all the time, that's why I asked. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad how that now happens. That's maybe, do we want him as a box to box, or do I want a box-to-box playmaker? How big of the team looks to be the creative outlet from both deep and advanced areas of the pitch. Non-stop dynamism of the box-to-box player. Deep line playmaker operating the space between the defence and the midfield. The playmaker initiates attack moves via pinpoint passes to players higher up the pitch. I think he's got to be moving, hasn't he? Got to be moving. Not see my budget. I have no budget. I have no budget at all. That's the budget. What got lost from the old champ man to this F25 FM? Oh, well, I mean, 30 years worth of video games is what got lost from the original champ man. I mean, in fairness, you could argue the original champ man still had just tiles and cards. It was all boxes, so maybe it's not that different after all, you could say. Possibly Aidan Rutledge once we start more matches. That's fine, okay? Okay, right. In you go. Now please go and score, because the thing is, you've scored loads and loads of goals in the non-leagues, like the absolute non-leagues. I need you to start doing it in this division. This is where SI lost its way. We're no longer using MS-DOS. You know, the second we weren't using floppy disks, I thought this is just a console game now. Like, you know, so many times I've had to buy this game on cartridge. Yeah. Hate having no budget, always up for a challenge. Hey, look, this is exactly what I'm after for from a save. I don't want to transfer budget. That's nonsense. Nonsense. Cartridge, surely you mean cassette tape? Well, not for a console though, Root. Surely a cassette tape would be appropriate for a computer, but even the old NES and the Atari VIC-20 had a cartridge. It all went wrong when the first fish crawled up onto the land. Well, from that moment on, it was doomed to failure, wasn't it? It was doomed to failure. Happy Christmas, everyone, by the way. We've been through Christmas. We're now on to almost New Year's Eve. Oh, the VIC-20, those were the days. Even that was called clearly Miles' fault. It was. Well, FM26 for another Commodore 64. Check the forums. Right, let's see if we can see how this is going to work then. I think Cedric Main's part of the problem as well, you know. I think we're lacking a player somewhere who can do something interesting. Let's go inside, see if that works. We're up against Shields. We need a result here. It's another derby-ish, I suppose. Yeah. We need to step up our game and stop these bad results. That's what we need. So we're up against a 4-2-4, so we'll be able to see exactly how this works now against ourselves. South Shields are second, we're fourth. 5 points behind them. It is a big match, this one. This is a huge game, actually. There's a lot riding on it. Yeah? If we win, we don't have to panic. If we lose, then, I mean, understandably, all hell could break loose. 3 defeats on the spin, that's enough for people to be calling for my head. They'll ignore the 7 wins in a row. They'll ignore that. They'll be like, well, TJ, it's your own fault for turning the computer off. You shouldn't have done that. You know that you can't do that. That's a free kick, and I'm wondering whether or not... Oof. I'm wondering whether or not the counter-attacking is going to be for us. Here's Scott. No one up front. Nobody next to him. Be careful what you wish for in having someone to do something interesting. This is the lower leagues. Exactly, this is where the fun happens. Short corners. How's he scored from there? Unbelievable. My word. That is a ridiculous header. That's a stupid header. He's got absolutely no right to score from there. Nods away straight to another one of their players, though. No one's picking him up. Oof. Right, so it's been all them down the wings, hasn't it? I think we need to start. We need to change that counter-attacking. That's not happening, is it? Let's go down the wings ourselves. Barrow's getting frustrated. Well, it's all well and good getting frustrated, but what are you frustrated about? Shields is one of the best teams you'll play all season. Oh yeah, we know about this. But it doesn't help though when you've lost 2 matches already, then play someone decent, because everyone forgets the fact that they're good. They'll just look at the fact that it's three defeats in a row. They ignore the 7 wins in a row. Oh, come off it. Is that the second penalty we've conceded tonight? 2 penalties in 3 games. Right, okay. It's time for recruitment, I think. I blame Zealand for last night. His prayers specifically said about us delivering in penalty kicks. They did. That's a good point, Jason. Oh. Well, this is we've not really started, have we? Look at this. It's been very poor. How far down the league have we slipped now? Still fourth, but Hereford are there or thereabouts, and that's only and they are winning, so they're 2-0 up. Right, yeah, we could do with a few more fresh legs, I reckon, in the team. Lennon's just not cutting it. Tom Allen's not really great on the left. Do we look at 4-2-4 and think that's maybe not really the thing either? Surprise Hereford up there. No, not really, no. Hereford a good side. Let's go for a proper 4-4-2 and see if that works better. Barrow's very frustrated. Let's get Forbes on then. Headley's anxious. I mean, we could. Do we want to change both centre backs? Do you know what? We might as well. Put the young massive centre back on. I don't know if this is the right idea or not. Forbes wins the header. McGowan. Back inside. Scott. Allen. McGowan. Oh, nice bit of movement. Should have played the ball through. Scott. McGowan picks it back up. That's better. Allen over the top though. Okay, that's fine. That's better. Let me just check if our players have moved across there. Walker, Miles Smith. No, of course they're not. There we go. Of course it hasn't moved. I think my issue is that on the in possession roles, you haven't got a box to box at this point. Here, Hatfield's probably have to stay there. Is this the issue of my centre midfield has been sitting too far back? That'll do. Right, okay. Maybe this is it. Maybe I've got to push my centre midfielders up a bit. Maybe change my wide players as well. We've had one shot. Lennon's knackered. Trouble is, he's not even any good when he's there. It's like. Let's see this happen. See if we can change anything up here. Balls down the line. No one's going to get it, are they? Nope. Still seems to be a lot of movement in the middle, isn't there? Oh, big miss. Big miss. So in theory, I've got 3 good centre midfielders. In theory. So I'm wondering whether I need to go. And in theory, I've got a couple of half decent strikers. I'm wondering whether some of it is just due to my belief in the players. Maybe the players who are out wide aren't quite good enough. It's have to be 2-0 down at home. This is going to be a long journey save, I think. Yeah, probably. I mean, look, we've done well to get ourselves where we are and to have ourselves in the position we are. Like, you know. But we're half a season in. We're half a season into a save. We're not panicking just yet. I would rather we're in a position where we're thinking, okay, this is going to be tough, going to be interesting, rather than being like, you know, half a season in going, well, this is absolutely easy and we're flying and just like beating every team left, right and centre. Because that's a bit boring. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing we can really learn at that point. Cedric Mains pulled one back. Okay. That's something. Let's go attacking. Let's see if it's going to... Let's go all out. Can we even push our wing backs up? See what we can do. The fact we're out of possession is not the problem at the minute. Come on, get the ball, get it up front. Oh, come on. Why has he gone and done that? Oh. I mean, that is just stupid, isn't it? That is ridiculous. Oh dear. Again, the record books are just going to show a defeat. They're not going to show the fact that we sort of came back a little bit. It's just going to say beaten. I think we need to recruit. Oof. Is that a dreadful result? Is that a poor result? It's a poor performance, isn't it? Conceding 17 shots at home, only getting 34% of the ball as well. That's... I need to remember that we are still overachieving as well. Do you know what I mean? I need to remember that, because we are still expected to finish mid-table. Yeah. Expect the result to go like that. It was unprofessional. Maybe predicted it'd be a heavy defeating. Look, we tried what we need to do. We learned a lot. It was an ugly challenge. Right, okay. Let's think about this logic then, right? Let's look at what worked. So I think pushing midfielders up kind of helps a little bit, right? Having some players who can actually do some things. Channel midfielders. Do we need a channel midfielder? Advanced playmaker, find space between the lines. Is this what we're going to be trying to do? McGowan's going to come out. Platt's going to come back in. And what can Platt do? Can Platt move around? Is he mobile? He's box to boxable, so potentially we get him. We have him as just a central midfielder, maybe just a general central midfielder. Nothing fancy. Anyone know how to take screenshots for 26? It used to be Alt and F9. I use Control, Windows, Shift, and P. I think Roberts. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I'm not the technical one right here. Let's look at some of these new lads. Who can come in? Do we like the look of Joseph Johnson? He's got work to do in the heading department. Could do with being taught to be an effective aerial presence. Could be a good right back in the future. Enterprise National. Okay, so he could step up to next season then. That's good. What's the damage in terms of finances? What have we got? £302. It was 340. I mean, I hate to say it, but he is literally. We need about half of that, don't we? Right, okay, we can't get you in just yet. Fraser Harper, potential League 2 player. He's definitely going to want a lot of money there, isn't he? What are you thinking? Important player, wants to be a second striker. I mean, look, we haven't got that kind of 600 quid. I just think it's going to have to be loans, isn't it? It's just going to have to be loan players, because everyone's going to want a bit too much money for what we've got. Darren Williams, 825 quid. That's not a thing, is it? That's not a thing at all. See this Seb Thompson saying, shall we? Make a list. £600 win up. He's not interested in the movie either. Great. Lovely. It's not going to help us, is it? Sam Hobson, Stobbs, Tom Walker. Looks dribbly enough. He's 30 years old. He's got a bit of experience, actually. He might be interesting to look at. Brad Jackson. Lewis Whittam, 5'4". Do I go against everything I normally say and get someone who's a bit shorter? Tom Walker, 4 appearances for Chorley this season. Tries to play his way out of trouble, cuts in from both sides, hits free kicks with power. runs with the ball often. He still sits behind Tom Allen apparently in terms of the abilities, but which I guess is quite concerning, to be honest. Create new recruitment focus. Left sided player now. Where's the players we've looked at? Sam Osborne's a player who's on loan from Alfreton. Is someone that we would have liked. Apparently, anyone know if you can put different numbers for each attribute when searching in the player database? It seems like the one number for everything. I don't know actually, Alison. I've not used the numbers. I don't use the numbers as you know, so I'm not. I couldn't tell you. Jack Stobbs. Malik Cardigan. There's got to be a thing where I can see where's players that we've scouted. Dante Ranger, Josh Ayres. You know what? Let's just see if these guys are actually going to be good, shall we? I don't know whether any of them are even going to want to come. Dante Ranger, 12 for acceleration, bit of flair. Can sort of play out wide as well, potentially. He's not really great at crossing or dribbling, is he? That's the problem. His work rate's pretty low as well. I think I'm maybe being slightly drawn in by the fact he's called Dante. AJ Warburton. Is he currently on loan at the minute? Yeah, he's on loan at the moment, so he's not going to be able to come. So that's fine. Ollie Taylor, sign him as the last resort. But you know what? He's got 12 for acceleration. He's got 12 for 11 for dribbling. Can't cross though, can he? That's the problem. Or maybe we cut out wingers altogether. Maybe we cut wingers out altogether, and we start to think, well, you know what? Let's just play for narrow. Play narrow. Yeah, we could do that possibly, couldn't we? Just have like centralized players. Well, right, that's what we want. Because no one's really jumping out at us at the minute, even in this transfer room, which I guess you wouldn't expect. You wouldn't expect us to be having great players to look at. But I think we need to look at the tactic as well. See, because the thing is, I do like a counter-attacking system, but I wonder whether that's not quite playing to our advantage. Do you know what I mean? I wonder whether that's the wrong way. We have to be a bit more aggressive. Macclesfield at home. Where are Macclesfield? 10th. So we've probably got to be a bit more attacking, haven't we? We've probably got to be a bit more forceful. So maybe retain possession. keep a hold of the ball. I think slow the game down. Nice and short. Keep it narrow. Keep it tight. And then, when the opportunity arises, then we hit the counter. So stay disciplined. Get the ball out to the fullbacks, maybe. And if we can bypass the press as well. That might work. Potentially. That feels like a lot changing at once, but that could be better. Maybe. Isaac Buckley Ricketts. Let's see if he wants to come. Does he want to come? Did we already ask him? Oh, that's £500 a week. And he's got little interest in coming. Brilliant. Brilliant. Thanks for that. Robbie Cleary's not that fussed. Platt's progressions are decreasing. No, we're not paying £600 a week. We haven't got that sort of money, I'm afraid. So, thing is, see, the board are happy. The fans are happy. Who's this player? Who's it concerned? Aidan Rutledge wants to start more games. Right, okay, well, yeah, you're starting games, aren't you? That's the thing, you're starting games. I need to start scoring goals, so that's the problem. Right, match prep, let's see. Focus on ball progression on the pitch in possession. Focus on a balanced mid-block when out of possession. Prepare for how the opposition like to take their free kicks. Right, okay. Oh, they're recommending a complete overhaul. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Fine. Let's see if the assistant manager knows what he's on about. Okay, if you reckon it's a wholesale change, you go with a wholesale change. Yeah? Let's see. See if that can elicit a change. I think there's a chance Macclesfield could take all the points. I'm going to focus on the game rather than discussing it. Thank you. Bruno China. I don't know much about him. 6'4". We need to know about him. So yeah, so we've got Macclesfield next. Let's see what that brings, I suppose, isn't it? There's a potential. You've done quite well, says the dugout. Done quite well this season. Just hope this South Shields game is a blip and you don't want to do what Darlo always do and start winless streaks, dropping points in the second half of the season. The bottle job is incoming. The bottle job is incoming. We know that. We understand that that's part of its joy, of its charm. It's not only the Darlington way, but it's also the TJ way. So there's a little bit of that as well. We're not doing £500 a week, and we're not paying for the pleasure of a loan. So also we're playing Macclesfield next, so that's definitely going to be one of those ones where it's I have a feeling they were just going to raise the price just to annoy us, really. Right, come on, lads. We need a win now, okay? Let's do better. Okay? Come on. Stop this winless rut we're in. 3 league defeats in a row. It's not good enough. That's good. The title's gone. Absolutely, the title's gone. We just need to make sure that we don't slip out of the playoffs. You know? Okay, that's 4-2-3-1. Fine. I also don't want to have to go to 4-2-3-1 myself, because that is like, ugh, awful. Come on, Darlo. So I reckon that by playing for possession, just try and keep the football. See if that helps us. Slowly, then start to like sort of increase the positivity in the play. Yeah. What's that? 15 minutes so far. 70% of the football. And we've had a shot. Granted, it's not been on target, but now it's a free kick for the opposition. So here's the first goal. Here's the first goal. We've held possession nicely. Over the top. That'll do. Maybe a bit better from that, don't we? Okay, out to Barrow. We've moved to left back. Lees. Cedric Main. Rutledge. Main down the line. Barrow. Main. Oh, Jack Maskell. There we go. Jack Maskell, the little rascal. Come on. Lovely bit of football, that, lads. Beautiful stuff. Look at this. Little 1-2s, little back heels. Ball through. Maskell spots it. Past Durnley in the goal. 1-0 Darlo. Mrs. J's just told me I've been loud, so I've got to be quiet. Soz. This is the emotion coming out, though, Mrs. J. People say there's no immersion in FM26. I'm immersed. Yeah. I'm in it. I'm in this winless rut. I need to get out of it. I don't like being in ruts. I don't sit well in ruts. You know. Benches, fine. Comfortable chairs, I excel in that. Ruts, that's not my. I mean, I suppose it's my comfort zone, but I don't really like it. Shouldn't be my natural habitat, should it? Right, Macclesfield free kick. Swung in, nodded away. We've decided not to do anything about it. Okay, that's poor. Hatfield's got to do better closing down, but then he just lets the runner go off. And he's got so much space here. I mean, what's happening here? So much space. It's not very good. Okay, 8 shots, 3 on target, 67% possession. They just started coming back into the game in the last few minutes. We're down to 6th now. That is good. That's much better, actually, in terms of first half performance. Tom Allen's still not playing great. I guess the only other option is Cornish. We must improve our game, especially in creating chances. Yes, I agree. Now, do we then therefore change up from being disciplined? Do we start to then become a little bit more expressive? Headley shows the defender. Cedric Main. Connor Ben just smoked Eubank Jr. in case anyone's interested. I didn't realise that the boxing was on, to be honest. I also couldn't tell you anything about it, I must admit. Right, let's get Cornish on instead of Allen. What's this? Parsons says, I nearly forgot my Villa save in front of me on my new PC. I'm so happy. First big summer window with money at Villa. Oh, there we go. Who are you going to buy? Who are you going to spend your money on? Oh no, oh no. Oh, great save. That wasn't what we hoped for. Ty Barton maybe to come on. Scott to go out to left back. Could do that. Let me do that. Let's move Barrow to centre back. Scott can go on at left back. Jesse for Rutledge. And also Stanton for Tom Platt. There we go, that'll do. Tielemans has gone to Madrid, which is a pain last year. £50 million in his contract. Now defensive midfield, there's a gap in our line. Okay. So is that a defensive midfielder in possession or out of possession? Matheson. Oh, come on. That's a sloppy goal to concede, isn't it? Gibson Hammond peels off, and I mean, he's not offside. It's just really, really poor. Really poor. Damn it. Barrow. Cornish. Hatfield. Forbes. Oh. Right, maybe we ditch the control possession. Go route one. If we can't shoot, we can't score. I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? You know, that's great advice. What are we gonna do about it, though? They've come back into the match. We've not adapted to the game at all, have we? It's another one of those matches where it's just playing out. This is the problem. When we get into a bit of a downward spiral, this is when I start to think, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in order to help impact the game. Because nothing seems obvious. Because I can't see what you're meant to analyse. I'm watching where the ball's going, and it's obviously running too quickly. All we need is we need one chance. That's all we need, one chance. Go on, Cornish. Well intercepted, that'll do. Stanton, Headley, Cornish. Get in. Maskell the rascal. That's what we need. 2-2. As I said, treat this as a blip, not as the season's coming crashing down. What does that do for us in the league? Keeps us 6th, just ahead of Southport. That's fine. A draw will do. Look, we've stopped the rot. That's the important thing. Yeah. It might not be the win we wanted. It might not be the win we needed. But it's better than another defeat. Okay? Right, but we need to keep in the recruitment window, because we've got to keep our eyes on for players who are going to help make this team better. Harley Irwin at Bolton, he was pretty decent actually. Sam Hetherington, Ken, not bad. Aaron Atkinson, he's got a face. If you've got a face, you must be decent. Arnold Mansaya. Interesting. The thing I find interesting with these is that they're all saying these are like last resort players, but every single one of them would probably be better than what we've got. Fabian Claxton's actually already on loan, isn't he? John Mengi's not going to be one for us. Seth Okieri. Heading of 8. He's not really better as a fullback either, is he? Crossing's not good. Dribbling's not good. Tackling's fine. Jumping reach is alright. 6'2". The thing is, we can even go into our youth setup and have a quick look, but I wonder whether or not these players are better or worse than what we've already got. If I go to squad, if I go to the youngsters, have we even got anyone in there? Wilsums, nice to meet you. Appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind. Because look, Connor Hodgson, decent heading, decent jumping, brave, aggressive, fit, acceleration of 1. That's not going to work, is it? Marking of 6 isn't going to be good enough. Luca dos Santos, acceleration has gone up to 4. Again, not brilliant. Netrom, appreciate the follow, very kind. Thank you for that. No nonsense centre back, Ethan McLaughlin. Again, not good. Not good at all. Aidan Mahachi, fit, good dribbler, can't really mark. He's determined. Like, what does he do? You know. Again, Jake Wilkinson, really quick. That's about it. Like, he's fast. He's not really a footballer, but he's quick. Ruben Stotter has got good mentals. Good mentals, I suppose. Bar composure and concentration and anticipation. nothing else beyond that. And then Leroy Hewitt, I mean, he might have something about him up front. It's another striking option. Beyond that, what else is there? And I'm wondering whether we just let some of these players that are on non-contracts that we're not going to play, do we just let them go? Like for example, we're paying Will Madsen, Addison, £100 a week at this moment in time, and I just don't see what he's giving us. But you know what? Let's give him a go. He can replace Headley. Maya Smith's on 250 quid. Harry Walker. Sam Booth. I mean, we're paying Sam Booth 35 quid a week. He's doing nothing. Southwood. 5 quid. Bondarenko. Nothing. Dawson's not really up to much. Montiero's not up to much. Makadenge, really quick, but not much else. Unless we take a punt on him and just go, right, have a go, see what you can do. It's tricky, isn't it? Okiere doesn't want to come on trial. Lennon's loan's finished. Right. Okay, that's, in a sense, that's a concern, because although he's not been playing very well, he's technically a very, very good player. So I think now we look at whether we change the formation or not, because then we're not tied to having him in the team and trying to fit him in. So now we could go back to a more of a 4-3-3. And we could have Hatfield, Platt and McGowan in the midfield all at once. We could even have another centre back in, actually, and go to a 5-3-2 and get some width coming from the fullbacks. That could be an option, maybe. McGowan's out for two more matches. That's not going to help. That suggesting them for changing the formation, is it? Who've got next? Hereford. And they're just below us, aren't they? Hereford are just below us. Level on points. Okay, I'm worried that we're in the free falling part of the save. And it might not necessarily be free falling, but what I mean by that is that we're getting to the point where at this moment in time, I just start clicking randomly. And I maybe try and change things a bit too much. Billy Fuster. Now he's not expected to require any wages, so he could be interesting. So could Warren Clark, actually. £350, too expensive. Can't afford to pay that. Terrell Pennant. Out of contract. Has the ability to do the unexpected, but also poor intelligence on the pitch and inconsistent. Let's shortlist you because you sound fun. You could be a problem. Billy Whitehouse, Luke Duffy. Okay, let's take that off. Let's put scout players who are interested. Okieri's interested, is he? That will play was no nonsense, but let's just check that anyway. I'm not sure if he's going to be good enough or not. Bruno China, 6'4". See the players who are potentially available. Robbie Cleary, £500 a week. We're not paying £500 a week. Don't be daft. That's not happening at all. Luke Tabone, the big Tabone, a Maltese centre back, 15 for jumping reach, 6'4". There's a work permit issue. Southport not willing to let the player leave on loan at this moment in time. Okay, that is an issue. That is a huge issue. Now, would they let him go for free? Though all I heard was 6'4". 6'4" and Maltese, Dan. The issue we've got is it's going to come down to finances and work permits. You know, just the two issues that you tend to see at this level. He'll be great in the air. Oh, he will be. He will be. Now, if it's for us or not, he'll be a Falcon. There we go. I like that. I like that. See if we can I don't know if we're going to make anything happen in the transfer window. It's going to be guesswork, I think. I'm wondering whether we do the thing that we've done before with the save, where if you are a subscriber, you get access to the save file, and therefore you can go and do scouting as well. We could do that if anyone's interested in it. There, of course, you can of course be welcome to it. Lewis Salmon from Alfreton. We had a look at him, have we? Early signs of a useful player. Useful works for me. 350 quid. Honestly, these some of these prices for loan players, it's wild. Yes, Space Jams in on the sub. Very, very kind. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. There's someone who wants access to the save file right there, innit? Took a punt from a striker from West Brom. Leighton Love. Leighton Love, that's a good name. That sounds like that's going to work out well. Voldium Bayer. 6'4". Defensive midfielder. I get 100 quid. You know what, I don't normally take recommendations, but let's have a look at Leighton Love, shall we? Leighton Love, he is available for scout for loan apparently. Question is, did you have to pay for him? Because if you did, that's probably going to be enough to put me off him. 4 for balance. I mean, honestly, no wages. Should we see what Dante needs as well? No wages for Dante. Nine goals and 11. That sounds good enough for me. Mikel Bogle Campbell. Jumping reach of 4. He's got technical ability. He's got first touch. He's got dribbling. He's got passing. He's got technique. He's got acceleration. Mentally, he has no idea. Oh dear. Ryan Viggers. There's an option. Arnold Mansea. Again, he's an option. Jack Newell. Burton, 16 for determination. There's a player who wants to try, isn't it? Aaron Atkinson at Barnsley. You can kick a ball and nothing else. If that. It's worth remembering as well that our youth intake looks very exciting. But that's not until the end of the season, isn't it? So let's withdraw that for now. 60 quid. 60 quid might not be a lot, and it might be something we have to spend, but for now, let's try and not spend it. I think this is where part of my problem might come from, though, being a little bit too frugal with the finances. Alfreton reluctant to allow Billy Fuster to leave due to his first team commitments. Well, why is he available for loan then? Oh, he's not. That could be part of the problem then. 19 starts. Right, he's out of contract at the end of the season. We might have a look at him at the end of the season then. I'm not sure that Dante Ranger is going to play as a striker, so we might change that actually. We're not paying 100 quid for Occhiero either at this moment in time. Fuster's okay as an inside forward. He could be. Obviously, they're holding on to him for now because they're playing him, which, you know, it's their prerogative. I understand that. Makes sense. Just getting in for the day. Season 2. No, not yet. Not yet, Jay Powersville. Still Season 1. Johnson was expensive, wasn't he? He wanted lots and lots of money, I believe. You haven't yet landed that one elusive 5-star game changer. I've not even got a 3-star game changer, Lily Booster. Or someone who could even just like be part of the side. That would make enough of a difference. Like just, or even like sort of just, you know, not like a game changer, but someone who could just, who just looks. I've not got someone who looks like they're worthy of sitting in the top half of the table. Big match here against Hereford. Maybe this is the match we should have gone counter-attack. Christoph, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Cedric Main comes back inside. Where are Hereford? Hereford just below us. So yeah, maybe the counter-attack system might be the better way than control possession here. We're in blue and black, by the way, if you're new to the channel. Oof, I was about to say if you're new to the channel, we're the ones losing, but not yet. Not yet. If you are new, by the way, you should definitely check out the FM show podcast every single Thursday. It's myself, RDF Tactics, Simon Joe, second yellow card. And that's what you're going to be getting in. You're going to be getting that locked down. One shot so far. We've got the ball. We've got some of the ball. Some of the ball. If names could game yourself stars, Bobby Duncan would get 3 stars because his name oozes football name destined for greatness. Bobby Duncan is a good football name, to be honest. Sort of happy with how things are at the minute. Oh, actually, I say we're happy with how things are. Now Hereford come down the line. Crossed in. Cleared away, that's good. Oh, put the foot in, put your foot in. Okay, so it's another thing as well, by the way. Things coming down the left hand side. Barrow looks injured, so we're gonna have to change him up. So let's make him as a wing back actually. And let's also think Hatfield can be a wide central midfielder so he can cover some of that. Okay. Control, are we going to start changing things up a bit? Fluid counter-attack, let's go fluid counter-attack. See if that works. Oh, yeah, hang on 2 seconds, I've got to go in there. I'm going to get some wrapping paper for Mrs. J. 2 seconds. Right, did the chair win? Did the chair win? I think it did okay. Did okay. The chair was fine. The chair was fine. Bobby Duncan could be good, but he's played for Liverpool. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's a shame. We were all set to sign him. Excuse me. But yeah, if you play for Liverpool, I can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Let's see, triple S probably. Yes, Breezy. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Oh, how's life in your world? How West Ham ladies? West Ham women's? Parsons. Darlington had a free kick off the bar straight away. Did we? We had a free kick off the bar. My word. Chalk that down as a goal as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what Tom Allen's doing, by the way, wearing leggings. I'm not happy about that. Or this centre half. This woke nonsense. Women's Champions League is looking likely. I'm scared of bottling it. Oh, come on, Breezy. Come on. You've got to get your bottling in early doors, surely. I've started bottling it. We were third in the league until I started tonight's stream. Now we're down to fourth. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Won 7 in a row yesterday, and then lost 4 in a row tonight. No, three in a row tonight. So, yeah, I don't know what the game's doing. I shouldn't have turned the game off, should I? That's the problem. And now, I mean, that sort of like thing where I'm trying to second guess the tactic. I'm trying to look to change it, and I'm like, oh, something's not quite working, and I don't know what. And I think ultimately, the problem is the players. Their lack of quality, basically. You know, my lack of quality as a manager, we know about that. But, you know, sometimes the players have also got to take some of the responsibility here. Never stop on a winning run. Well, technically we didn't. We lost a match on penalties last night, so that's what made us turn the game off. And then today, we've started on that losing streak, continued. Hatfield, great ball at the top. Scott. Oh. Oh. No. We should have scored. How have we not scored there? Come on. That had to be us. Had to be. So close. There was too much of a delay as well between like the ball hitting the bar and then my two players going, we should probably go for that. So 0-0 at Hereford, which is fine. It's not the worst result. That's fine. Okay, they're happy with that. Any tips for lower league management? I mean, look, we're all struggling, Christoph. We are all struggling. I think, from what I'm seeing at the minute, I'm just trying to do try not to give the ball away at the minute. Keep things simple, 4-4-2. But then if you ask some people, they'll say, no, just go full on, double Segundo Volantes, 3 Ramdeuters, a libero goalkeeper, and a half-back counter presser. Cucumber channel lasagna back, and then yeah. But I'm old school, you see. Attack. Moneyball, the free transfer market. Enfield Town are currently about to go in the Championship playoffs in 2031. 2031? You're 6 seasons in already, Can. That's amazing. How are people 6 seasons in? The game's been out 2 weeks. I find this bizarre. Very bizarre. Then again, maybe I need to sort of remember that people play a lot. 5 seasons with Carlisle in the Premier League, fighting for my life. 5 seasons, Leviathan. They're not even... Surely they're more than 5 seasons away from the Premier League anyway. If you got back-to-back promotions, that's... I mean, look. I don't want to be the one to say it, right? I don't want to say it, but that sounds suspect. Back-to-back promotions with Carlisle. I think it's now if you smell what the Rock is cooking. Yeah? The hardcore cohort, if you will. I mean, but Breezy, have these people not got jobs? Surely they must have. Back to back all the way, did fumble the championship season. I never knew 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress was that good. It must be impeccable this year. Incredible. Studs Up's just started season 5 of my Glory Hunter. I tell you, it feels a lot of FM has happened. Like, here's the thing, mate, right? 3-4-2-1, nice. We said this on the podcast this week, that it feels mad to think that this game's been out for 2 weeks. And that's it. Like, it feels like it's been out for so long because of all the nonsense that's been around the release and the beta and like just all the noise. It feels like this game's been out forever. And it's just mad. It's been a dramatic launch. It's been wild, hasn't it? Absolutely wild. Jimmy says, I'm Hampton and Richmond, just gone 11 without a win. I went 22 without a win in the beta of Sunderland. That's where I was, 22. Can Gremlin, a couple of mods, it's a decent game, but get why people lost their shit. I don't get it. Well, I do get it, but I think that they were probably being a bit silly, if you ask me, really. It's fine. As a game, it's all right. Do you know what I mean? Like, it works for me. It works for me because I'm not one of the uber nerds who sort of like sits there and spends all of their lives on it and cares about, under 19s training. I couldn't give a shit about under 19s training. I don't care about my first team's training. This is Football Manager, not Football Head Coach. Yeah. Literally, since people got angry and made up beta release day, I feel my life expectancy has decreased. Yeah. I feel like my show, Football Manager Ruined My Life, should be rebranded as Football Manager Was a Mild Inconvenience. That's where I think I need to be at. Because I am not. I've got, everything's different. Everything's very, very different in my world. We've beaten Spurs and Arsenal, so I'm in the Premier League. Arsenal at the Emirates. Luke Copper Inglis, I've gone 5-2-1-2 in and 5-2-2-1 out. I don't even know what that means. It sounds great. It sounds like you're having a lovely time. But I haven't got a clue. I've gone 4-4-2 in possession and 4-4-2 out of possession. Why would I touch the under-21s or under-19 training? I have a head coach for both of those teams. Exactly, Space Jam. Exactly. 100% it. I don't need to know how much match day revenue we've made either. Couldn't care less. And as much work and effort that's gone into the stadium mod as it has, I don't think it's going to change the game a great deal, is it? Like, you know, I'm sure it's going to be fine. But each to their own. Each to their own, isn't it? I feel as well, Breezy, that whenever we release something now, we just have to sit there and go, let's just ride the first 24 hours out. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Like, the podcast goes out and it's like, let's check the comments tomorrow. You know, I'm sure it's going to be fine. 5 gases to go in the Swedish second division. 3 points clear. Been top since game 1. All 3 games. That does make much more sense. 33. I read it out and I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll go with it. Presumably, you know what you've written better than I do. If I put Football Manager on any tweet, I get jumped on. It's insane. Yeah, you'll have noticed I don't tweet Football Manager things. just leave it. It's not worth it. I've had a lot of fun and wasted a lot of time at work poking the grumpy blokes. I mean, I've just left them. I've left them. I haven't got the time, the energy, or the interest to be doing that sort of stuff now. I'm 45 years old. I know better. Breezy's the biggest shill out there. He wishes. He wishes. We've been shilling since back in the day. You know, he's a good shiller. Don't get me wrong, he's a good one. But is he the best? Oh. He can shill with the best, that's for certain. I wish my payslip reflected that. Yeah, we've all been given investments in miles crypto. It's great. People are people are 5 seasons in since MCG. I'm still in my first pre-season. Had the game since early access as well. I mean, yeah, I don't understand what people have done. Like, have people not slept all this time? I've had a sleep. I'll be honest with you. I've had a sleep since the game came out. I have spoke to my family briefly. So I can't even say that, you know, that I'm going to be, oh yeah, I do all the family stuff. I don't. I'm here most nights, aren't I? Right? But I don't understand how you could be that far in at this moment in time. You've been giving Miles his unused holidays payment. Oh dear. Just the window seat of sadness. Yeah. More people sim matches than you'd expect. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, Luke. I mean, you know, it's called, like, you know, it's called Football Manager, isn't it? It's not called Football Manager Goes on Holiday. But loads of people do it. They take the management bit out. They just go, you know what? I don't want to be slowed down by all this management bullshit in a football management game. I'm hardcore, me. That's what they say, and then they just go, sim the results, sim the match. I'm not managing it. Like, I find that behaviour bizarre, genuinely. Like, I know people who do it, and they you know, they need to be shamed, but yeah, blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. Two-Faced Trevor. Two-Faced Trevor. TJ and chat, I've been playing FM26 with Celtic. Bumpy ride, losing the derby on a bullshit free kick that looked like a dive. I'm in the middle of the Scottish Cup quarter-final. Good work. Sounds like the Adam Sandler Click movie, Fast Forward Days. That, do you know what? What a reference that is. It's not something I wasn't expecting, an Adam Sandler reference. Because you can never not expect one, can you? But there we are with it. Studs up, my save is further along because once I had the WSL and Women's FA Cup, I was mostly paying attention to the Champions League. Got 2 goals up an instant, resulted a lot. I see it. Right, here's a question. At 11:45. I think I can ask this before I go offline. If you're instant resulting all the time, have you won those matches? Can you be proud of your achievements? And I know people might say, "Oh yeah, but I won the important matches that matter, and all the other matches I just get just move on out the way." Like, yeah, but is that the thing? You can't just in real life you couldn't sort of go, you know what? It's 5 games to go. Title's pretty much in the bag. Assistant manager, you do. I can't be fucked with this, right? You just take the. Right, I'll tell you what to do, and you just do it. Because there's literally no point me being here. Yeah, I find it bizarre. It goes back to our imagine the manager picking the team, setting the starting tactics, and then just fucking off for the weekend. Literally it, isn't it? Literally it. See you Monday, everybody. Where's he gone? Oh yeah, he's decided he doesn't do managing. Doesn't do managing, no, he just does tactics. Where's his tactic from? And I just downloaded it, he just told us to plug something in. Don't fully understand that either. Sounds like my old hotel manager. See, and that could be a game. That could be a game. Went to a website, downloaded it whilst he was there, just grabbed a shortlist. Yeah, just said, "Oh, who else should we sign?" The only time an instant result is acceptable is season 20 of a builder nation when you're trying to win the Champions League, but you tonk everyone 15-0 in the league. I don't know. I'm struggling to find a. And then again, this is me personally. I'm struggling to find anywhere that instant resulting is acceptable. For me personally. And this is coming from me. Do you know what I mean? And I don't do much in the game. But I'm thinking if you take away the actual management bit, then that's... What are you doing? I like doing transfers. Yeah. I like finding the tactic on the internet and then just pressing the button. Like, nah. I'm aware I'm oversimplifying that, but... If Diego Maradona's Football Manager fared longer than he did, I bet you would have done, but he'd be the first manager of football to simulate matches while being in Cuba. Yeah, probably, actually. General Manager 26 at this rate. That's the one. That's the one. I made a joke about Office Manager, and I think that feels like it. There are a couple of very, very successful YouTubers who do it. Oh, I know there is. And I know them very, very well. I'm still saying I don't understand it. You know, there's a lot of very, very successful musical comedians. I wouldn't say I'd do it myself personally. It wouldn't be good if we were all the same, would it? It wouldn't be good. Yeah. Yeah, it's a YouTube thing. It's not a stream thing, is it? Right, watch me sit and hit result all the time. It wouldn't work. It's like we had the chat yesterday, didn't we, about AI. Two-Faced Trevor, appreciate the follow, by the way, very kind. Talking about AI and going, if you've created something on AI, have you created it yourself? And my view is, no, you haven't. Yeah. I've used AI to write a song. Okay. Good. You haven't written a song then. I've used AI to write a novel. Okay. You haven't written a novel. Oh, but I've written the prompt. Okay. You still haven't done any of the work. Yeah. Office manager would be funny. Call meetings that would be emails, then complain about productivity. I mean, not too far from FM26. So many messages in FM26. Great save. Oh, still turned in. You just hit simulate a few years AI. Exactly, Matt. Yeah. That's a hell of a save, though. I'll say the post, actually. That's a good save. But right, where are we playing? Alfreton. Is it Alfreton? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, they're bottom of the league. Just about. We can't be losing to these guys. Get the ball forward, come on. There's one acceptable use of an instant result, but it's very, very specific to FM26. What is it to override a crash? Okay, in that instance, I'll allow it. But all other opportunities, no. The only other way to do it is if there's a fire. You know. But even then, like, just nah. Instant result to get out of your house when it's on fire. No, just if there's a fire in the match, probably just instant result it at that point. The game should be abandoned, but you just, you know, there's no guarantees it will be. So probably have the instant result then. Or, yes, as you say, yeah, if your house is on fire, then yeah, probably just press instant result and then save it. And then leave. Flair's getting out of hand at the derby. But yeah, other than that, I can't see a definition. Instant result, save, grab the cat, leave. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, in that order as well. Actually, no, yeah, it has to be that order. Yeah, because you can't save then instant result. So yeah, that's it. You're 3-0 against Celtic. Celtic against Hamilton. We're the lucky charms. Oh, there we go. Don't forget to carry the PC out too. Wife and kids can take care of themselves. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Especially, you know, you don't want it to be like a console fire or something, do you? If TJ simulated the stream matches, who manages the stream matches? Chris the editor, Zeep, heavens knows. I'll stay silent, the scout. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue who's in charge. If you leave the cat, you can probably finish the game. That's a good point, actually, Matt. We all know what you shouldn't do with the cat, that's for certain. I feel I would use that better opportunity to get a much better PC on the insurance. I mean, well, look, I work on the insurance, so they'll give you a PC that is new for old. Instant result, save to cloud. There you go. That's the thing. That works. Rutledge can come off. Much more direct. We're going to lose this match as well, aren't we? My cat is 12. Yeah, we'll get you a new cat. Yeah. Or if you want the same cat, then get like another 12-year-old cat. There's Cedric Main. Scott's down the wing. Cross in. Allen's over the header. Leviathan, like your system, very offensive. Build it yourself or one of the presets, not sarcasm. It feels fairly preset, to be honest, Leviathan. I set them up and I sort of tweak a little bit, but it's not. It's not. Like I've looked at it and sort of went, there's various bits that I don't quite like on the preset, so I've tried to change some bits, but. So yeah, no offense taken at all. Don't worry about that. I just think we need to get. How do we get overlaps on? World of Insurance is a wild one. I've dealt with it vaguely. Only when the company has done wrong by someone. Sounds like an ombudsman in the chat. Is he going to give a penalty? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Why is it constant penalties? Why constant penalties? Oh. Is that 4 penalties tonight, I think? So we're in 6th. I think we need to change something up here. This is just not working at all, is it? Well tackled back. Right, there's one. In my second season, not seen a single penalty, but no game without hitting the woodwork. Zarman, I would happily swap that. As I say, 4 penalties tonight, all against us as well. So it's obviously an issue with our defenders and their lack of ability, lack of concentration. But still feels a bit too much. Get another change of players, possibly. Get another striker on. Cedric Main over the top. Mortimer. Rascals had it over the top. Right, okay. I'd keepers break the Tim Howard De Gea most saves in the game by 5 or 5 multiple times. I don't fully understand what that means, but I'm going to say, well done, maybe? Well done. That sounds like a well done. Let's try and see if that works. Something very, very different. Feeling about to throw the derby in the Carabao Cup. Oh dear, Leviathan, that's not what you want. Nelson Mortimer. Out to Main. Cross in. There's no one there. Platt. Cornish. Mortimer. Oh, should have been. We're going to lose again, aren't we? Right, I think we need to sit and do a proper deep dive on the tactic here, because something's gone wrong somewhere. Yeah, we're just slipping. Standards are slipping. Performances are slipping. We're down to 7th, level with Fylde, 1 ahead of Kidderminster, 1 ahead of Bedford, 1 behind Hereford, Macclesfield, 5 behind Spennymoor now. 6, sorry, behind Spennymoor. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, that is shocking. Look at this. Look. That's good. Look, 7 wins in a row. This is not good. How do we turn this around? Because I don't want to slip out of the title, the playoff positions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 games to go. Just sim it. You know what? Maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's the answer. Fans criticise Jameson's tactics. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. Let's break it down. Right? So either tomorrow or Monday, let's change things up. Let's try and find a way of playing. Because at the minute, something's not quite happening. Right? And therefore, I think we need to address it. But we're not doing it now, because I am going to go for a sleep, because tomorrow is littlest Jameson's birthday. So have fun, everyone. Take care. Speak to you tomorrow, maybe. Possibly tomorrow. If not, speak to you Monday. But yeah, have a great Sunday, everyone. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Right, bye now. Go and see Callum. Give him some love.